So how do you balance Beauty and Smarts Academy while staying so active in community outreach? Because you do so much. How do you balance it all together?
That's a great question. I gotta give it to God. Because I like to not know. I had to learn how to say no. I'm still going through that right now, honestly. Just learning to say no to a lot of things that come my way. Because I'm the type of person, I'll say yes. If I could say the whole world, I would. But I'm literally one person. And I'm thankful for like the people that I do have in my corner now. You get what I'm saying? Because I do got people that love and support me and that will help me. So I'm thankful for them. But as far as like balance and all, I really had to learn how to organize, make schedules. That's what, oh my goodness, you're going to meet Coach Veronica, you're going to meet V. She's going to tell you. She always told me to have to make a schedule. Put it on the calendar, put it on your calendar. And it's true. I really had to. Like, I literally had to learn how to delegate. I had to learn that I cannot do everything by myself. So I started adding people to the team. I started training people up to make it easier to flow. Because the bigger it come, I know for a fact I'm really going to have to learn how to delegate. And just to be a good teammate. You know? Be a good teammate and literally just make people feel better. I realize when I come in and I just, despite anything that happens to me, I don't let that reflect on how I act. Outside. Like, I can't, because I got to embody Christ's character. So anything I'm going through, I try to not allow that to impede on how other people perceive me at that moment. So I always just try to give people love and just tell people like how much I appreciate them. Because when you tell people when you tell people that what they doing for you really matters, it really goes a long way.
It does.
And it just make them just want to help you more, you know, just by the genuineness of, oh, you really care about. Only thing I did was move this over. Yes, I care about that. You didn't have to. So that's what pretty much made everything easier. Just being nice to people and then people just showing in and reciprocating. You know. Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
They reciprocated.
Yes.
I got you, girl. Call a friend hotline.
Yes.
I will say that is true to your character. And granted, we just met upon this podcast meeting, but just my initial reaction of you had positive energy the moment I saw you. You checked for my energy level. You was like, how we feeling today? I said, okay, I'm here for it. Yeah. So it's like you're not just saying that. That is literally who you are. And it's like, I can attest to that, y'all. She ain't just talking for the camera. Now, outside of that, everything isn't always glitz and glamour and beauty and everything is working the way you planned or the way God planned. What would you say is one obstacle that you have faced throughout this journey, and how did you overcome that?
The biggest obstacle I said I had to face was, let me sit back and think. Let me see. God help me.
Go ahead, girl. God help me.
All right. The biggest obstacle I said that I had to face so far was, trying to please everybody. Like trying to please everybody. And then when you can't do it, the reaction or retaliation after that. I feel like that was the biggest type of obstacle. Or thinking people that like was supposed to be there would still be there. Or like support you the way you supported them. I feel like that was the biggest thing that I had to deal with. Because I feel like like I said, I'm used to getting hit. You feel me? I'm used to dealing with punches all the time. So a lot of things that come up that might drive people crazy, I'm already expecting it. So I'm already navigating through it like adapter. But the stuff that really hurts me is the stuff that like people you care about and their reaction. It could be something so small and it really would affect me bad to the point where I'm just like thinking about it over and over and over. So I feel like that was the biggest thing, just realizing that you can't please everybody and you just got to accept it.
And that's real. Yeah. But you know, on the bright side, out of everything that you have done, what would you say has been the most fulfilling part of this journey of you serving your community, serving the youth, being involved in beauty and cosmetology and mental and physical wellness? Like, how does that make you feel? What's the most fulfilling thing about this journey so far?
The babies, the youth, like just seeing how the kids just blossom and just being able to connect their passions with cosmetology, because the ultimate goal is to embrace your struggles, embrace your challenges, and then turning that into passion, turning that into what drives you. Cosmetology is only what we use to funnel to what we want and passionate about. Like I have some girls that want to be technicians, ultrasound technicians because they lost their moms. I have people that want to do like they made hair wigs because they had people in their family that deal with like alopecia or cancer, or they just want people to feel better. And it's just by me listening to their stories and seeing like how they transform it with cosmetology to what they're passionate about to change in the world is really what's mind-boggling me, because these kids are so talented.
And it's starting with you.
Oh,
you are building them up. So toot your horn too. Like they wouldn't be where they are if it wasn't for you. Now, what would you say has been your proudest moment thus far? What do you love the most about this journey that you're in right now?
All honesty, I say that is God driven, like to keep it a being, like just seeing, because at first a lot of people don't understand that they're doing God work. A lot of times we just, get up, we move, we just, all right, I see. Okay. You get into like repetition of constantly doing a pattern of good things. And it felt good to see like my relationship with God get closer. And by that relationship getting closer, watching all these other relationships sprout, watching seeds grow, watching lives change, and just testimonies of testimonies. So I feel like that's my proudest moment. Like,
come on now. Yeah. Now, with all of this that you've learned, I feel like you have gems for days. So what would you say is the most valuable lesson that you have learned thus far as an entrepreneur, a licensed cosmetologist, mentor, all of the above? What is the most valuable lesson you've learned?
The biggest lesson I learned is guerrilla marketing.
Guerrilla
marketing. A lot of times we do get into social media as far as like, because I ain't gonna hold you, social media is a good tool for marketing and stuff like that. And you got a better reach with reaching people that normally if you was on foot, you couldn't reach. Like if you in one state, you can definitely reach to another state. So I do a lot of social media analytics for like building up pages and stuff like that. So I definitely agree with social media. But guerrilla marketing really opened up my eyes, and it allowed me to it teaches you public speaking, and it teaches you public speaking rawly, because you're literally knocking on people's doors and you're literally talking to them, and you don't know what's going to happen on the other side of the door. So instantly you have to train yourself to adapt, and it's okay, because the first door is wrong, you got 10 more you can practice on. So the first door, nope. Second door, okay. Third door, you got it. And you literally training yourself to the point where by the time you get to that fifth door, you like, oh, I know this. And it's literally like a mental thing. Like everything is a mentality. So I definitely say guerrilla marketing, practicing writing pitches, writing sketches, just writing out your goals, your mission, your drives, your visions, and practicing it in front of people. Knocking on doors, going into different rec centers, talking to people about your organization, just getting the word out there physically. That's probably my best option.
Come on now, preacher. Now, what do you wish people understood about the connection between self-care, self-worth, and especially in underserved communities? What do you wish people understood about that?
I wish people knew that it's essential. Like a lot of times when you come from like, let's say certain areas like North Philly or, different places, Germantown, West, South, you name it. Or let's say countries. A lot of times certain resources isn't given to us, or certain things are not taught to us.
Yep.
So I feel like teaching people about how to take care of your hair naturally, how to take care of your skin naturally, how to take care of your nails naturally. It's all important, because what you put on your hands most likely is going to go in your mouth. What you eat pertains to your body and your hair. It's like certain things all goes back to physical health and mental health. Everything is extremely important. And I feel like it's important to know, to have that consideration and grace of being mindful of how you serve people, being mindful of when you're taking care of people, when you're doing hair, when you're doing nails, when you're doing like either skincare, is like understanding to know the knowledge of it. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that cosmetology is a career. A lot of time we look at it as a hustle, when it is a career that you can make a ton of income on, multiple streams of income, if you really knew how to leverage it.
Tell it. Come on.
And I feel like that's like the most important thing, getting across that cosmetology is not just a hustle. It is a career that you can make millions.
Yes.
Yeah.